Now, just to quickly recap, within this day and age of where I'm at right now within life, right now I'm in Albania. And it's a beautiful place, no doubt. It definitely is a beautiful place. But I can't run from the fact of I want to be able to live freely. I can't run from the fact that I live in a world that does its best to get us humans to think in a certain type of mold. And I, Gerald Stefan Williams, I just can't do it. It makes me feel not human. And I want to understand what the human experience is. I want to understand um, the limitations of this world, the limitations of myself, the limitation of what the human experience is for me, from my perspective. So the essentials that I need, I'm realizing definitely is time. First and foremost is time. I feel as though that is such a rare commodity that people really don't allow themselves to realize how important time is. They don't allow themselves to realize that if anything and everything is taken from you, if the one thing that has been taken from you, it's your time. And before you look up and realize that you've given all your time away, it's 10 years later, 20 years later, 30 years later, 50, 70, 80 years later, 100 years plus later. So definitely just being able to get my time back. The other thing is internet. As in this day and age and where I'm at right now and what I do, and I feel as though that can bring me a sense of happiness, bring me a sense of freedom, is my ability to trade the markets, my ability to make money appear and disappear, being able to step into the markets, take what I need and walk away. I think that's such a profound skill in today's society that really gets overlooked because it has such a steep learning curve that it really doesn't need to be overcomplicated as much as we've complicated the process of trading. But it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing when you realize the power of it. It's an amazing thing when you realize the power of it. The amount of freedom it gives you. It's not even about, for me personally, it's not about making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions. It's wonderful, yes. But it gets to a point where trading kind of falls off. It kind of plateaus a little bit in what it's able to do for you. You're going to have to eventually start to diversify into other things and live your life. The higher of a net worth that you get as a trader, you peel away from taking trades less and less and less, believe it or not. In your infancy, in our infancy, we tend to obsess about the market and trades and wanting to learn, understand everything. And that's perfectly fine. But if you do it right, you know how to get in and get out and walk away like you wasn't even there. And it's more of an understanding of take what you need, not what you want. Take what you need to be able to live your life based off of wherever your life standards are and walk away. walk away. So for myself, in this beautiful world that we all live in and we all share together, for myself in terms of my necessities, I'm not sure what yours may be, but for me in this day and age is definitely, I need my time. I need my time back. We need our time back. It's time that we take our time back. It's time that we stand up for our time and make sacrifices and be okay with the sacrifices that you have to make, and be vulnerable with the sacrifices that you have to make. Be humble with the sacrifices that you have to make. And I definitely need some internet. Like, let's take, for instance, in terms of where I'm at right now, there isn't really service out here. When we have companies that are making satellite-based internet, I think the world is going to be a very different place in the years to come, because people are going to kind of spread out and come together for very unique reasons. Especially when individuals can have internet in places where you wouldn't even imagine that they have access to internet. Like where I'm at right now, imagine a little house behind me off the side of a cliff, and they have access to internet without having a internet line being ran all the way to their house, which is very expensive to get like fiber ran to the house. But this is the beauties of the time that we're in right now, and the power of just the internet alone. Having connection to the internet enables an individual to leverage the internet for their freedom, is what we really all should be doing. I think we get carried away, and I myself am at fault with this. We get carried away with using the internet for a sense of entertainment, for a sense of numbing ourselves. And we've been given a lot of tools in this day and age. And I feel as though that we oftentimes misuse these tools. So time and internet definitely is a must for ourselves. And lastly is just really being able to tell ourselves that we need to fight for our human experience, and trying to understand what the human experience is for ourselves and our own perspective of understanding what life is. Not going and clocking in for your 9 to 5. Not a lot of things. And you know, it's not a lot of things. But we have to really fight for this understanding of what the human experience is. It's been stripped away from us. It's been taken from us. And we've allowed it. We've really allowed it. We've allowed it on such a profound level. It's disturbing that we've just allowed ourselves to be sold. We've sold ourselves. We've sold ourselves for a very comfortable paycheck. We've sold ourselves for things that we just don't necessarily need as human beings, as a human, as Adam and Eve. Okay? So first and foremost, the things that we need, the 3 top things that I feel as though that we need in today's day and age, is time, internet, and a beautiful, profound understanding of what the human experience is, being the 3rd thing. Those 3 things alone, I feel like, are very powerful. Now, these are my own personal things that I feel as though that it's a necessity for me. Yours may be very different. And It's perfectly fine if yours is different. It's perfectly fine that is mine is different. That's the beauty of people being able to come together and share their understanding and perspective of things. So I'm curious to understand what you guys think. This is just me um, thinking openly and freely, being in a place of beauty. These things start to just come to you. So there's more to come. Hope you guys enjoy.